Hey everyone, I wanted to share a recent vacation that I took about maybe about 3 weeks ago now. I actually flew to Miami, Florida on Delta Airlines. I love Delta Airlines. I like the whole protocol that they put in place to purify the air, the filtration system that they have for uh, every 2 to 3 minutes, fresh air from outside comes in, goes through a filtration system to clean the air, to go back inside of the cabin. I like how they sanitize the inside of the plane after people board off the plane. I like their quality control measures that they put in place. And I'm all for quality control measures during a pandemic. And the reason why I took a vacation in the middle of a pandemic is because all of 2020, your girl was helping a lot of people who were diagnosed with COVID 19. I mean, I was working, I'm telling you, nonstop, and I basically talked to people on my phone, and I kept up with their health regimen, find out what was going on with them, with their testing, and showing them how to, cleanse their body, put the right health nutrients inside of their body, and how to just, take care of their health. So I was doing that on top of my regular 8 hour position as a nurse, health administration straighter. So I was just, whoo, y'all, I was busy. Y'all hear me? And then on top of that, I was still moving forward with creating health products and just busy, nonstop busy. And I deserved a break. I deserved a break. So just in case you don't know, nurses are trained on how to protect themselves during a plague. And I, of course, implemented my nursing training for covering up my face with a face shield, N95 mask I had on. I had cotton balls in my ears, and I had, I had covered up my hands, and I had hand sanitizers, inside of my purse and inside of my pocket. And then I was wiping stuff down inside the plane, the tray areas and stuff like that, and I was very careful. So I travel with knowledge. I also know to keep my immune system strong. And I have vitamin D, vitamin C, probiotics, multi enzymes, and zinc. I had that going in my body every day to maintain a strong immune system, because the God created the body and the immune system to protect you when you give it the right essential nutrients. So I just wanted to share that information with you, that I did travel with knowledge. And then I came home, quarantined in my house, and then set my hind parts down. Do y'all hear me? I sat down and haven't, gone anywhere, I think in 2020, I did fly to Atlanta, Georgia, and that was because I was invited to speak on television internationally to teach people how to build their immune system to fight off, plagues and colds and sicknesses and diseases. And I had a word in my belly for the world, and I had to go out and release it. And so I remember how the Holy Spirit gave me teaching on what He wanted me to do. Not only did I have to continually, saturate my immune system with vitamins and minerals and essential nutrients, I had to make sure my body was flushed out really, really well before I left. Even when my plane landed in Atlanta, Georgia, because I was traveling in the middle of a plague. I had to flush my body out at the hotel. I had to keep on taking my vitamins and my minerals. And even when I got back home, I had to flush my body out. I had the Holy Spirit put me on a regimen of flushing, taking my vitamins and minerals, and protecting myself, So, and even in the hotel, he told me to take the steps. Don't even take the elevator. Take the steps because most people won't travel the steps. They prefer the easier way to get to their hotel room. So, I went up and down the steps, up and down the steps, which is great exercise for me anyway. And there was nobody on the steps. I was walking the steps to my room by myself. And so I just wanted to share that information with you. And since my vacation to Miami, Florida, I have not I have not gone anywhere. I've been in the house. I've been chilling, just relaxing. I'm not trying to be around the crowds. I'm not trying to be around the crowds. But when I have to be around the crowds or when I want to be around the crowds, like I did when I took my vacation on the plane, because you can't isolate yourself completely from people on the plane. I mean, there are other people on the plane with you. I was prepared. I was protected in the natural and I was protected spiritually because I have a consistent fasting and prayer life. I told everybody for years on my social media platform that once a week I push my plate back for 24 hours and I am praying and fasting before the Lord. So, I'm pushing back diseases, I'm pushing back plagues, I'm pushing back sicknesses, anything that might try to come at me spiritually, I'm pushing it back through fasting and prayer. And then naturally, I'm taking my vitamins, my minerals, my essential nutrients, drinking my healing herbs, and which I've showed people for years what type of herbs I drink. And you know, I traveled with knowledge. I don't overdo it. I take plagues and sicknesses and diseases very serious, but I've been trained as a nurse on how to interact or come around plagues. So, for years, as a nurse, whenever somebody has something contagious, and I was a nurse on the floor, they had our hazmat suit set out, everything, and we had to scrub up, put our hazmat suit and everything on, and then walk into the patient's room to render care and help the patient. So I applied that same teaching with what's going on in the earth today. I don't care what's going on right now. If I'm around people, I'm going to have my mask on, my N95 mask on, and I'm going to have cotton balls in my ears. The Spirit of God told me keep my mask on, so I'm listening to Him. I'm going to listen to God over anybody else. So when I'm around the crowd, I have my mask on for whatever reason. Because, every now and then, a lot of times my food and everything is delivered to my house. But every now and then, I'll go out to the store and have to get some knickknacks or whatever. My mask is on, everybody. The plague enters the eyes, the nose, the ears, and the mouth. I'm going to say that again. The plague enters the eyes, the nose, the ears, and the mouth. And so, because I have that knowledge, I've been sharing that information with people. You must protect yourself in the natural and in the realm of the spirit. And that's where the fasting and the prayer comes in. So I don't know, I just felt a tug in my spirit to let everybody know how I traveled when I went to Miami, Florida. And yes, I was in Miami, Florida when those towers fell down. I was like maybe about 20 minutes north of those towers. I was on the north end of Miami, Florida, but I would travel to the south end whenever I went to restaurants or, went shopping. I went on a tour. You know what I'm saying? I went to the south end, so I most definitely passed those towers. And my goodness, when I was in Miami, Florida, I really prayed for all those family members who lost their loved ones. Oh, when that condo fell down, that was so sad. And I'm still praying for family members and for the people who lost the people who lost their life. That was just so sad. But when I was in Miami, Florida, I was actually inspired to go to the next level with my marketing. For my healthcare product. Usually, or a lot of times when I'm traveling, I'll rent a car, but I didn't rent a car this time. I didn't feel like renting a car. And so I Ubered my way throughout Miami. And as I was sitting in the back seat of the Uber car, I had an opportunity to just look at my surroundings and look at the environment. And I saw a lot of wealth, y'all. I saw a lot of wealth. I specifically, because I'm a nurse, I looked at the GNC building, the vitamin and mineral shop. Their vitamin and mineral shop looked like a castle versus how our vitamins and GNC looks like in Michigan or some other state. And I saw it's because of the environment that they were in. They were near the ocean, and it's a certain look, a certain wealthy look. Miami, Florida has. Of course, we know that they need to focus more on building codes and keeping everything up to code. But I'm talking about, like the wealth that I saw when I was there, and it was just beautiful and amazing, and I was inspired. And I can get inspired with nonverbal communication, just observing and just looking at different things. So, listen, I just wanted to open up my heart and share this with you because I heard that, and I've been watching the news, that the Delta virus is, out of control and all this kind of stuff. And just want to make everybody aware to, make sure with your doctor's permission you taking your vitamins and your minerals every day, and you wearing your mask and to protect, variants from coming in your nose. And then you want to protect your eyes. I told you I had on a face shield. And you want to put cotton balls, little pieces of cotton balls in your ears when you're around people. Okay, so this is Lois Banks coming to you from the Lois Banks Ministry. Don't forget, I've been a nurse for over 26 years. I'm sharing my nursing training with you because you must walk in wisdom in the earth. You must walk in wisdom in the earth, okay, to protect your life. God bless everybody.